Hi everyone, my name is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. Today I would like to talk about the concept of the Grand Duke and the Year Breaker in classical Feng Shui. The concept of the Grand Duke and the Year Breaker stipulates that every year there is a particular section of your home that carries the strongest energies. And because these energies are so strong, you would not want to trigger them, activate them by any sort of groundbreaking works or hammering, drilling, moving around furniture, these types of activities. Now, it's very easy to actually determine these sectors. You just have to look at which animal sign we are in right now. Yeah, every year carries a particular animal sign, or what we call it earthly branch. So this year in 2020, we are in the year of the rat. The rat in Feng Shui is associated with the North 2 direction. Yeah, we are working with 24 subdirections in classical Feng Shui. So there's not just north, south, east, west. We actually divide each one of these directions into 3 parts. So there would be North 1, North 2, North 3. You can find this very easily online if you type in or if you Google 24 mountains in Feng Shui, and you will get all these directions with the corresponding earthly branches or animal signs. Now, let's get back to the Grand Duke. So in the year of the rat, the Grand Duke would be the rat, and therefore we are looking at the rat direction, which is North 2. Next year is the year of the ox. So the Grand Duke energy would change to the ox sector, and the ox sector in your home would be the northeast one. Yeah, and so it keeps on moving along the 24 mountains. Now, the North 2 direction shouldn't be disturbed, shouldn't be upset by doing any hammering or drilling. Yeah, that would be rather detrimental, most likely to your health, especially if you have elderly people in the household. You really don't want to trigger this. Now, the year breaker, on the other hand, is always directly opposite of the Grand Duke. So in the year of the rat, where the Grand Duke is in North 2, the direct opposite would be South 2. Right? In the year of the ox, where the Grand Duke is in Northeast 1, the direct opposite would be Southwest 1. Right? Again, just Google 24 mountains in Feng Shui and you will find all of this. It's very, very easy. So both of these sectors shouldn't be disturbed. Ideally, just keep them quiet, yeah, or just don't hang any paintings in that particular area during that particular year. Once you move out of the year of the rat, you can use the North 2 sector at your leisure, no problem. Now, there's an additional meaning to the Grand Duke and the year breaker. Let's say your Grand Duke is right at covers your main door. Then during that year where this particular energy covers your main door, your finances may suffer slightly. Yeah, you may tend to spend more than you take in. So knowing that, you can calculate forward and see if there's any year in the next 2-3 upcoming years that would fall onto your main door. If that is the case, already now make a plan, make a financial plan or budget, so that you don't end up at the end of that particular year with less savings than you had before. So it doesn't mean that this is absolutely inevitable, you're going to lose money no matter what. No, the purpose of Feng Shui is to see what kind of energies are going to affect us in the upcoming years and how we can actually navigate potential problems and obstacles. So if you know that in a couple of years there may be some cash flow problems, you can already plan, put some savings aside, and then when that year comes, be extra careful with how you spend your money, and then you'll be fine. Yeah, so nothing is inevitable. Now, the year breaker doesn't hold that many negative energies in terms of financials, but we still need to keep this fairly quiet. We don't want to upset that particular sector because really it will just bring hassles into our lives, mostly health problems. So just keep those 2 areas, and they're usually just very small slivers of your property, quiet. and then you'll be safe. There's not going to be any issue. If you would like to know more about the Grand Duke and the Year Breaker, and if you would even like to know where they are properly located on your floor plan, then contact me and I'll be happy to do that for you. All my contact details are in the notes below.